Hey guys, what's poppin'? What it is? What's up?
Hey Vanity babes, what's poppin'? What it is and what's up?
Hey Vanity babes, what's poppin'? What it is and what's up?
I'm the one tripping cause I gave you a little lie, you asking for too much. Let you hit it once and now you asking for 2 months. Wait for you to call me, I ain't heard from you in 2 months. I didn't move on, I only move on.
Like y'all, I don't even know how I got that, to be honest. That's like, it's like a bruise. It looks like just redness, but it's like a bruise. I'm gonna be doing my makeup, kind of like a get ready with me. It's gonna be like a chit chat get ready with me. I'm gonna be telling a story time about the time that we ditched this girl in the middle of Busch Gardens. If you don't know what Busch Gardens is, you're not from Florida, you're not familiar with Florida at all. Busch Gardens is basically like an amusement park kind of thing. It was fun. It was good. It was like a little moment. But the issue is that we ditched her like in the beginning of the trip. Like, it's not like we lost her. No. And the funny thing is that I'm not friends with the people who wanted to ditch her in the first place anymore. I'm not friends with them anymore. So like, this should be very interesting. I also want to put a little disclaimer out there if they're watching this video. The 2 girls that I used to be friends with up until this year, like up until extremely recently, I was friends with these girls. I don't hate you, y'all were just terrible friends. And by that I mean, I really didn't feel like we were friends for the right reasons or for any reason at that point. It felt like it was more of a habitual thing than really a friendship thing where you want to be there and you want to be around these people. Like, it didn't feel like they wanted to be there, and when they did want to be there, it was like gossip, and it was like just, I don't know, it just didn't feel right, and I didn't want it to continue. It was literally stressing me out. Ask anybody who was like listening to me whenever I would had the time of day to talk about it. I was pressed. All right, y'all, I was pressed. My mouth is dry talking about the same thing over and over again.
Y'all need some lip gloss. Y'all mouth getting dry talking about the same thing.
I basically yelled at her, and like, I kind of felt bad, but not really. I'm actually gonna start my makeup right now, and then I'm gonna talk about that girl that we basically like ditched her at Busch Gardens. It's a theme park in Tampa, and it's really fun, and it's like very Florida. Hot, you know, at least when we went, it was hot and it was good, and we had a lot of fun, and I have a lot of pictures and videos. I have like hella footage of like damn near everything. Like damn near everything. Like, I have the receipts, baby. I have the receipts. I'm gonna be taking this Hyper Glow cream concoction. That don't sound right, but it has rose and hyaluronic acid in it, which is supposed to like bring moisture to the top layer of your skin, like it's hiding and you gotta go and get it. You know what is actually crazy? The reason that I'm feeling inspired to make this video, it's 1 year today that we went on our junior trip. So 1 year ago today, we went on our junior trip. We got to school at like 4 in the morning, like 4 in the morning on the dot, and we got on the bus. We're gonna call her Orange. I don't want to say crackhead because she's really not a crackhead. It's just like her drug use was just, it was a lot to handle while we were friends. And then the girl who doesn't know how to start a conversation, we're gonna call her Pink. Orange and Pink. So I was friends with Orange and Pink. I actually slept over at Orange's house the night before the junior trip, and we had a lot of fun. We hung out. Like, her dad drove us to the bus at school because they had got the Greyhound. Money. I got bands in the roof. Girl, where is my foundation? Testing. So I have my beauty blender. Ooh, where is it? Ciao, my beauty blender hit the floor. That's how you get coronavirus. This isn't my color either. All right, whatever. So we hop on the Greyhound bus and we're on the way. We actually decided to do our makeup on the bus. So I knew I was going to do makeup on the bus. Like, who the hell is going to beat their face before they eat breakfast? I wasn't doing that. I wasn't with the vibes. So we're on the way to Busch Gardens, and we stopped at McDonald's for breakfast and we're eating. And this is where the initial conflict starts, because this is where the girl that comes in that we had unfriended 2 years ago, or not 2 years ago. The girl that yeah. Like in sophomore year, we got really tired of her because she was dealing with some boy all the way in her home country. And he was really like verbally abusive, like over the phone, and like he was just very manipulative, because they literally met at her going away party. Like she had a going away party, like, hi, I'm going away to America, bye guys, haha. And that's where he met her for the first time ever. So their entire relationship was based off of like phone calls, FaceTime, stuff like that. It was like it's a whole nother story with how her boyfriend treated her, and how none of us agreed with it, and how we were just trying to tell her like, wake up, smell the coffee, girl, like that man does not love you. We were trying to like look out for her and care for her and stuff like that, but she would just not listen, and we were tired of it. So eventually we stopped being friends with her, like really good friends, like sitting with her at lunch and stuff. And like we kind of felt bad, but not really, because it's like, girl, like we tried to help you, you didn't listen to us, you kind of shut us out. You will take your boyfriend's side over our side any day, and like we were just not down with that. We were like, what the hell, like you really not, you don't care about us. We're not telling you to go and meet a nice American man and like fall in love with him. We're just telling you, like, this man over here that you're texting and calling and all this stuff, like, he does not love you. Y'all are not in love, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be in love. And like we were trying to comfort her, like not come for her, comfort her, and like tell her like, yes, like it's okay to feel a certain way about things that he says, and it's okay to be heartbroken about XYZ. And she was crying in public. Like, he does not even live in this country, in this time zone, and you're crying about him. That's what really got me, is that she was crying in public about him, and we were trying to comfort her and be there for her, but it was just too much, girl. So we're gonna call her Flower. No. Yeah, why not? I had no classes with her, so she wasn't calling me and texting me and bothering me about like the curriculum and stuff. Like, oh, how do you do this? I don't understand how you do this. Like, I don't speak English, whatever. Like, girl, you speak English anyways. So it took her a minute to like really adjust to like the curriculum here in America. So I guess that's fair. But like, it just got to the point where it was like, girl, all you have to do is color it and write a paragraph about XYZ. Like, what is so hard about that? Like, why are you calling me 8 times in a row at 10 p.m. for that? She did that to Orange and Pink because I didn't have any classes with her, so she didn't have a reason to call me. And we also like, we were not on good terms because Flower over here, Flower, whatever I called her, she decided to tell her parents that she didn't want to go to my 16th birthday party, which was literally like, it was so lame, but it was so fun because it was with people that like I liked the most, like in my life. Period. Told her parents that the reason that she didn't want to come to my birthday party is because there was going to be drugs and drinking and smoking and sex and bad decisions and stuff like that. When really, if I insert a clip of my birthday party, if I can find it, it was literally us singing to Disney songs, and we were like dancing around, and like we ended up ending the night with watching a scary movie, and people started going home, and it was really fun. And I have a lot of pictures. So what's her name? Orange couldn't make it to my birthday party, and you know why she told me her reason was? I was so high that I literally could not function. I'm telling y'all, like, this drug use has been going on for a long time. It's just now really like affecting me and my friendship and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I guess. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I wasn't even pressed about like if you were coming or not, because after a certain point I just knew you weren't coming, like whatever the reason may be. So Flower told her parents it was basically going to be like a giant high school party, just a whole lot of mess that she didn't want to be involved in. And I found this out literally going into my junior year of high school. Me and Flowers didn't talk the entire summer after sophomore year, like at all. Like, I think we said like a whole 4 words to each other. Like, I swiped up on one of her Snapchat stories and said, oh my god, yes, and she said LOL, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Like, junior year, she was being all buddy with me, like best friends with me the first day of school, and then it was good. But then what is her name, Orange, told me that, oh, I don't really mess with her anymore like that, because she told her parents that the reason that she didn't go to your birthday party is because there was going to be drugs, drinking, and all that stuff. And I was just sitting there like, you could have just lied to me and told me you didn't want to go. You didn't even have to tell your parents about it. You did not even have to tell your parents about it, like, to begin with. Like, the fact that she went out of her way, girl, you could have just not showed up, and that's exactly what you did. So I do not understand why you felt the need to, like, go into detail with your parents and give them this whole fake story about how there's going to be all this stuff at my party. You could have told me you were busy eating cats, and I would have just been like, okay. Like, I really was not pressed about it, but, like, the fact that she felt the need to lie to your parents like that, I didn't really mess with her at all anymore, like, at all, because she basically told her parents, like, I don't want to be friends with her, like, she makes bad decisions, and it made me feel like,
well, damn, if you can't go to bed on no chase, what the hell could you go?
It's not like this all the time.
now I can never hang out with her at her house or anything, because her parents are just gonna look at me like I'm this crackhead, that I make bad decisions, that I'm like exactly what they want their daughter to avoid. She really like made it so that we could literally not be friends anymore. And that really, like, it didn't bother me. Well, it did bother me, but it didn't like bother me to the point where like I felt the need to bring it up, and I felt the need to like really like make a big deal out of it. I just didn't talk to her. That's it. She burned that bridge for real. Like, she burned it fast. So that was that. So Orange was telling me like, oh, like, I told her that if she doesn't apologize to you for doing that, that I'm not gonna be her friend anymore. And Orange was sticking up for me. Pink was really quiet. She does not really make conversation with anybody, to be honest. She doesn't talk. She's really shady, kind of mean, but like, she would never be mean to me. Like, she would say something mean about somebody that she had a falling out with or something like that, and like, that would be that. So fast forward to junior trip. We're not really friends with this girl, Flowers, right? But we ended up being in a group, like sitting with her for junior trip. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I had to give y'all the backstory. So we go into McDonald's for breakfast, and Orange literally cannot stand Flowers at all, like at all, because she had her own issues with her at that point. So she could not stand her at all, and she was just tired of her. Sis was not having it with Flowers. Everything is just falling. But ooh, what fell, baby? Everything is just falling. So I'm gonna be using the Modern Renaissance palette if any of y'all care. But yeah, so nobody was really feeling it, but we were together. So in the breakfast, Flowers was, I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she frustrated Orange, and I was just sitting there like,
what time is it? It's 7. We're at McDonald's. Move. We need it. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's the morning. I can't do this.
Yeah, you.
waiting on my hash browns. I didn't really know that they were really like mad at her like that. All I knew is that she would like bother them about the homework and blow them up late at night and be like, oh, I don't understand this, I don't speak English, whatever. And so the tension was like building, starting from breakfast. And then, so me and Orange were sitting next to each other, because you know how the Greyhound is two seats. So me and Orange were sitting next to each other, and Flowers and Pink were sitting next to each other. And Pink didn't like Flowers either, but it was like, I basically was like, I'm not sitting next to her. I haven't talked to her all year. Like, what's the point of me sitting next to her? And then Orange was like, I'm not sitting next to her because I can't stand that. And then Pink was just like, I'm not sitting next to her. And then it was like, she had like the least amount of reason, I guess, to like not sit next to her. So she ended up sitting next to her, just so like it wouldn't be like a real discussion. Because if we were fighting about it in front of the girl would have figured out like, oh, they don't want me here. We're sitting, doing our makeup, chilling and stuff. And then we get to the actual Busch Gardens theme park. And so we're at the theme park and we're going inside and we're taking pictures because the sun was beaming and my makeup was done, period. Orange was doing her makeup, but her foundation was actually too dark for her, and she was like, oh, I don't like it, it doesn't match me, like I don't even know how to fix this, like I don't even want to wear makeup anymore at this point, like I just don't like it, like because she doesn't do skin makeup a lot, so she's not like used to doing skin makeup. And so when it wasn't looking good, she just like immediately gave up, which I get it, you know, this isn't your comfort zone. We get to the theme park, we're taking pictures and stuff. I am pretending to be buddy with this girl, the same girl who was like, oh, I don't want to go to her party with flowers because I don't want to go to her party because she's doing drugs and stuff. Like, I'm being buddy with that same girl, because my philosophy is like, fake it till you make it. And I was planning on faking it until we made it home. I was planning on faking it the entire day because I just did not want to deal with stress of like I didn't want to have to like make my animosity, like I didn't want to make it known that like, girl, I really don't mess with you like that, because she was already a part of our little group, and the activities director of our school, who goes on every single field trip, like every single big field trip like that, like he told us basically like, now is not the time to split up and do your own thing, because we don't want anybody getting lost, we don't want anybody panicking, and you know, I gotta go get them from the damn office, and I gotta, because he was having fun too. He was just like, nobody split up, okay? You're in your groups, stay in your groups. And that was under the assumption that like everybody liked each other in their groups. So me, I was willing to fake it till I made it, right? But my friends were not. The second that they had the chance to ditch her, they basically did. So what they did was, she had brought an entire book bag into the park. You're only allowed to bring like a fanny pack onto the rides, because bigger than that, you basically have to put it in a locker, which you have to pay for, and then get on the ride. And then, yeah, there's not a lot of rides in the park that you can like put your bag down in like a little cubby or something, ride the ride and get your bag and get off. Like, not a lot of rides do that, because they tell you like, you should not have a full bag inside this park. You're not going to be able to ride any rides with it, because we don't want people's stuff flying around. And then not only are people's stuff flying around, but now people are mad that their stuff is in the swamp with the alligators. We're not going down there and getting your stuff. I'm sorry, ma'am. Like, they allow bags into the park because obviously there's like people who are not going to get on the rides that are in the park, and like, so they need to have their stuff. But like, for the people that are getting on the rides, like, they do not allow these bags on the rides. So she brings this whole book bag with like gauze for her hand that was not even broken, because she was moving it around like this. For some reason, she had it wrapped around her hand. She had like backup gauze in case like something happened and she needed more gauze on her hand. And then she also had cheese sticks, and like I think she had like her phone charger in there. She had a bunch of stuff in there, and we were just like, why are you bringing that big ass bag? Go put it back on the bus. And she was like, no, they're not gonna let me back onto the bus. The bus already drove away. And I'm like, the bus is right there, sweetie. Go tell the activities director you didn't mean to take your bag off the bus or something like that, and you know, go put it back. And she was like, no, it'll be fine, because like she was kind of panicking. She didn't really know what to do, but like we didn't know what to do either. Like, none of us brought bags. She basically brought this bag that was just too big. It was just too big. Like, if you've ever been to any kind of theme park, you know, like, you're not supposed to bring like an entire book bag full of stuff on a ride, because you're not even gonna fit inside the thing that's supposed to like take you on the ride, like the seats. And we even told her before we even got off the bus, we were like, do not bring your book bag, do not bring your book bag. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna bring it, like they have lockers, right? Whatever. We were like, okay. Like, we tried to stop her. We really did. We were like, girl, they're not gonna let you on any rides with that. There's also regular people there, but the park was extremely empty when we got there. So we get to the park and we're just chilling. We're walking around, and we want to do like the big rides first, like the rides that get the most popular first, so that we just have more time to do like the less serious rides until we had to leave around like 6 p.m. We go inside and we're walking around, and this girl immediately goes to like the lockers because she cannot ride any, like there's literally signs all over the park that says, if you cannot fit into the ride with your book bag, then you cannot ride this ride with the book bag. And it was like, every single ride is like that. Like, you're just not supposed to have a bag, right? She's at the lockers trying to figure it out, and we don't go and help her because, like, we assume that she can read simple instructions and pay $5 to put her backpack in the thing. She doesn't figure it out until she doesn't figure it out, and she's like frustrated, but she doesn't call for help. So like, none of us go over there to help her, like, even though she was like clearly like struggling. Like, we were just not in the mood to help her. So like, if you're not gonna ask for help, you're not gonna get it. That's on period. She is struggling over there trying to figure out how to put her backpack in this damn locker, and Pink and Orange start walking like away from her. They start walking to another ride. I'm like walking kind of slow because I'm waiting for this girl to get her life together so that we can walk together and she doesn't get left behind. Like, I really, because they were for real leaving her behind, like, from the jump. Like, they were like, ooh, I'm sorry for cursing. They were like, F her, we're gonna keep walking, like, we're gonna move on. Is one eye thicker than the other? Okay, I'll fix it, whatever. She was getting left behind, and I was like not really wanting to leave her behind because like my activities director's voice was ringing in my head. Y'all, I just ruined my eyeliner because I'm trying to match the eyes. So they were ditching her. They were really trying to get rid of her, and I was staying behind a little bit so that I could kind of like give her a chance to like catch up. But she was taking really long. Like, she took a whole 5 minutes or something like that, and I could only because I didn't stop walking, but like I could only like hang behind so much before I got left behind as well. And I was like, girl, I am not getting left for you. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna keep walking. And then so she finally figures it out, and we end up at the thing that takes you across the park. It's like a zip line ride across the entire park. We're on a little ride, you know.
Wait, what are they cheating?
Low bird's view. While we're there, there's no line. I kid you not, within like 5 minutes, there was a giant line. Like, they had let in the general population, like the regular people in as well. We're at the front of the line because there was no line, so we walked all the way around and up, and then in 5 minutes the line had built up so much. By the time she gets there, y'all, the line is to the entrance, and she walks in through like the exit, because there's like an entrance and exit, because you can get on and go across the park and come back. Obviously there was nobody in the exit part because everybody was trying to go across the park because everybody just got there. So that line is empty. So she walks in and she realizes she's in the exit part, and she's looking around and she can't find us, and it's actually against like the park's rules. Like, the park has rules, right? And it's against the park's rules to skip. Like, if you skip, you can get kicked out of the park completely. So I was just there and I was like, damn, we're not gonna go back and get her, right? Like like, we're not gonna go all the way and lose our spot for her. But like, also, I did not want to get in trouble for ditching her, because I knew that, okay, we might have to wait a little longer because this girl really brought the book bag into the park, and then she took her sweet time with the locker, and she got left behind by like 2 minutes. Like, it didn't take her long to figure it out, but like, we were already in the line and the line had already built up. So then we're at the front of the line, and I see her and she's kind of like struggling to see us, right? So I go like, you know, like, we're over here, and the two girls, Orange and Pink, turn like, and they're like hiding and stuff, and I'm like, girl, what? I'm looking at them like, what are you doing? Like, she's in our group, like I'm just trying to make sure that she sees us. And then I realize we're ditching her. Like, I realize we're literally leaving her behind. So this girl officially has gotten ditched by us. Like, even though that wasn't in the plan, we didn't intentionally, like, we didn't go into the park thinking, ugh, like, we're gonna ditch her, like, we're not spending the rest of the day with her. That's how it ended. Like, we ended up ditching her. And I'm like, girl. Y'all, my eyeliner is just getting worse at this point. Like, I should have quit while I was ahead. I realized that they're ditching her and that they're not willing to like wait for her or whatever it may be, or like skip, like tell her to come up here to skip with us or whatever. And so, and we all have our phones. None of, like, I think I text her or call her or something like that, and then Pink calls her like maybe once, I think. I'm not sure, but we really did not, like, being honest, like, none of us really like made an effort to like figure out where she was and tell her to meet us somewhere and stuff like that. Like, we did not really make an effort to contact her. So then that was that. We went across the park all happy, and we were like, oh my god, I can't believe we just ditched her. Well, I was saying, oh my god, I can't believe we just ditched her, and they were like, we don't like her anyways, blah blah blah. Girl, for real, like, you really brought the entire book back into the park, and we told her not to. We told her not to. Yo, this eyeliner is coming out terrible. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Is this because we ditched that girl? And then we basically end up enjoying the rest of our day without her, because honestly, like, she was gonna hold us back for real. Like, she was gonna hold us back. But the thing is that, like, I didn't want to ditch her because, like, I just didn't want to get in trouble when we got back home, like, with the school administration, and they're gonna be like, why'd you leave her? Why didn't you try to get in contact with her? All this stuff. I really cared about, like, the repercussions, because she was gonna have to contact somebody and tell somebody that she got ditched, because she wasn't in anybody else's group but ours. Basically, she ended up calling the activities director or whoever and saying, I got ditched, like, I don't have a group right now, like, can I be in your group? So she ends up in the group with the activities director and like all those kids, and their ride actually gets stuck for an hour. It gets stuck on, like, in whatever position that it was in before the ride was actually launching, and then they finally got out of it. But, like, y'all, like, their ride got stuck at the top and didn't move for an hour. And I was just like, girl, you know what I said? I said, girl, that's just karma. But then when I realized when I was saying that, I was like, girl, if karma got her that fast, karma's gonna get us that fast. So let me shut the hell up, because I don't need karma coming after me too, because, girl, we ditched her. Flowers and Orange, like, their parents, like, both of their parents thought they were really good friends. Ooh. All right, y'all, all right, sorry, y'all. So, the reason that this gets, like, extra juicy is because their parents were, like, had each other's numbers and stuff. So the girl gets left, right? What's her name? Flowers. So Flowers gets left and immediately calls her mom and is like, Sophie, me, and Orange and Pink, they left me, like, I was putting my bag in the locker and then I couldn't find them, blah blah blah, all this stuff. I love blush, so I'm just period. Orange's mom calls and is like, why is Flower's mom calling me saying that you guys left her saying that you guys left her when she was putting her bag away in the beginning of the day? Like, you guys didn't even, like, it wasn't even like a mix-up or anything. Like, y'all literally just, like, deserted her, left her. And she was basically telling her mom, like, Mom, like, she did that to herself. Like, literally, like, she did that to herself. Like, we told her not to bring that backpack in there, and then we got in line, we thought she was right behind us, and then the line built up within like 5 minutes, and then she still wasn't done putting her bag in the locker, and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And, like, later that day we actually got lockers, and it took us literally 2 minutes. The longest part of, like, putting your stuff in the locker is paying the money. To be able to use the locker. That's the longest part. And, like, you choose, like, which locker you want, but, like, really you just choose whatever locker, because it doesn't really matter. So when we were doing it, we were like, girl, this did not even take that long. Like, what the hell was taking her so long? So we didn't even feel that bad, especially after we realized how, like, she was just taking long for, like, no reason at that point. Like, for no reason. Like, girl, it was not even that hard. So she's telling her mom, like, oh, Mom, like, she got lost, and, like, or we thought she was right behind us, and she wasn't, and it's not our fault that the line built up, and we weren't gonna get out of line for her, because she's the one who was taking forever and all that stuff. And her mom was like, okay, but you can't just leave her behind, like, you know, like, you guys are there together, stuff like that. And then she basically arguing with her mom, like, mom, like, it's not our fault. And then her mom is like, okay, but you don't just leave somebody when they're a part of your group, like, you don't just do that. And we were like, sorry, I guess. Like, we didn't feel bad, but we were just like, sorry, you know, because like when your mom is like telling you like, why is somebody else's mom calling me and telling me about something that you did, like that was really the thing that was like getting her mom mad. And then we actually sit down and we're just complaining about this girl. We're like, it's not our fault, and you know what, if she needs a search team, I will not be in that search team, blah blah blah, all this stuff. And Pink, she didn't really say much the entire like ordeal. When it came, when we were at lunch and we were just sitting there eating and stuff, she was talking her mess. She was like, girl, if she gets lost and they were having a search party, I would not join that search party. And like, I was laughing, and I even have it on video. Yes, ma'am.
Listen, Mr. Marnette can sit on her search party because I didn't look it up for her. I'm not searching.
People will say anything in front of you if they don't think you're gonna expose them. So I was really neutral because I did not have any classes with her, so I was not really as annoyed with her. Like, my patience was not as thin with her. So like, we have pictures together and we were all buddy in the beginning, and I took the best pictures of this girl. Let me tell you, I took the best pictures of her, and I kind of regret taking those pictures for her and sending them to her immediately because she posted them and put the caption, best junior trip ever. Girl, you're not gonna give me no photo credit? All right, I guess. I mean, obviously I know why she didn't give me no credit for the picture, but I took the best pictures of her. And like, I just thought it was really shady because she knew that we all still followed her on Instagram, because we had not got to the point of like unfollowing each other on Instagram yet. Like, none of us really liked her, but you know, like, to take time out of your day to unfollow somebody that you've been following for 2 years, like, it's serious. It's a permanent decision. Because if it was really the best trip ever, then why did you get ditched before the trip even started? Like, when I tell you, it was literally the beginning of the trip. Like, we had just got to the park, and we were just like, we were looking at rides to ride and stuff like that. Like, we had just gotten there. But like, my plan was not to leave her behind. I swear to God, they might have wanted to leave her behind like almost effective immediately, because they walked away together, like at the same pace and everything. So they may have decided to leave her immediately, but I didn't. And the fact that like she did get left, like, it's not for my lack of like trying to get her left. Like, I'm the one who was like, we're over here. Like, she didn't see me because it was a hell of people there, but like, I was the one who was like, we're over here, and they were like trying to hide behind me, and like, they were the ones that ended up wanting to, like, that decided like, we're ditching her, like, that's it, like, we can't stand her or whatever. And it's like, the day just started, like, the day literally just started. But like I said, I remember at breakfast at McDonald's, the tension had already started building up. So after lunch, her mom had like got finished yelling at her. We ate, we tried calling her a bunch of times. She didn't pick up any of our calls. Obviously we know why, but we're still calling her because we wanted there to be like, I guess, oh damn, I just ripped off my lash. I'm trying to pull off this excess glue. I'm using hair glue, by the way. I don't recommend this to anybody, but I have it, so I'm gonna use it. She basically got left by them, because I was not trying to leave her, but she just made it so hard to not get left. And then it was like 2 against 1, because I'm like Switzerland, I'm neutral, right? And then it's just the 2 of them, it's pink and orange, and then it's flowers over here, making it so hard to like, it's so hard to be on somebody's side when like they're already causing stress for the whole group. So she gets left, and we're having the time of our life, to be honest, at this park right now. Like, we don't care at all at this point. Like, we're doing what we want. We had a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. And then we get back to the bus around like 6 p.m. and her stuff is with us because she left it there. Believe it or not, she had more stuff. and that stuff was by us. So she had somebody else, she had some boy that she knew from whatever class come and get her stuff from the seat she was sitting in. We're just sitting there and we're just like looking at each other like ooh, like she's like, one of the, what's her name, Orange, was like, oh my god, she's such, not, I don't want to curse, but like she's such a, you know, the P word, but like she's such a weenie, like she can't even be a woman about it. Please, like, we didn't just ditch her in the middle of a theme park, but like she can't even be a woman and come get her own stuff. Like she had to send that boy to come get her stuff, and I was just sitting there like, girl, honestly, I have no, like, I have a reason to be mad at her, but I'm not mad at her. Like, I don't wake up and think about her. I don't, like, I just I'm not pressed. I'm really not pressed. Like, y'all are pressed right now, and y'all have a reason to be, because the girl has been bothering you guys all school year and you're tired of it. But like, I'm not pressed at all. I don't really care at this point. And so it kind of like, I don't know, like on the way home, on the bus ride home, we don't talk to her, and we have never spoken to her again. The last time that Orange spoke to her, they were like in the office and they were both there for separate reasons. Flowers was avoiding like making eye contact with Orange, and Orange was like, you know what, we need to be mature about this and just like acknowledge each other even though we're not friends anymore, blah blah blah, which is real bold. Girl, why is there so much makeup inside the cap? But yeah, so we have not spoken to her ever again, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't care. She had did her own wrong towards me for me to not like her, but like the entire time, like, I'm not trying to make myself look innocent at all, but I really did not know we were ditching her until she got ditched. And then it was like, well, she did that to herself, you know? It's like, it's kind of like one of those things that was like really out of my control, but like I wasn't gonna go out of my way to like make it better, you know? I wasn't. And I don't feel bad about it. And I don't feel bad about it. But yes, that was the time that we ditched her in Busch Gardens a year ago today. Today's March 15th. If y'all want to see, because like, I don't know why I would think that like y'all don't believe me, but like, yeah, here's the date, March 15th. So yes, that was the time a year ago today that we ditched her in a theme park in Busch Gardens, and I don't feel bad about it. Yeah. I don't know, girl, like she did that to herself, to be honest. I'm gonna put on a lip color, but I don't know what lip color. Ooh, actually, I think I do know what lip color I want to do. The sun is coming out, baby, period. I'm just gonna line my lips. Ooh, needs to be sharpened. I'm just gonna line my lips with this brown lip liner in the shade brown. It's actually an eyeliner pencil. Oops. But I have been using this lip liner. I thought it was lip liner. My bad. I'm gonna be using the shade Angel from Let's Cosmetics. That is my lip gloss brand, period. Angel is like a really like, it's like a champagne tone, you know, pearlescent lip gloss. Is very much like the best nude topper that I have right now. I want to drop some nude, like some solid color nude glosses, but I want them to be good. And the highlighter I use today is also by Let's Cosmetics. It is in the shade Glow Gina, and it's our gold highlighter. Actually, let me go ahead and put the product sticker on there because I just ordered some product stickers and they came in yesterday, so 1 second. So this is the little sticker. I ordered them, but honestly, I didn't have to. I could have made these myself. Glow Gina. And it has my little sticker on it. Let's Cosmetics. And yes, that's the highlighter that I used today. You can barely see it, but I am gonna go outside and get some footage or some pictures, whatever I decide to do, honestly. This makeup look is pretty much done. I want to spray my face with the Hibiscus and Witch Hazel toning facial spray by Let's Cosmetics, but I don't know if this is really gonna give me like the finish that I want. But girl, this spray is so refreshing, and it's made with all natural hibiscus leaves, I guess. It also has witch hazel in it, and I am just feeling myself right now, girl. I am feeling myself. So I'm gonna take my Gorilla Snot gel and just slick my edges really quick, and then I'm going to do like my outro. Maybe I'll do an intro, but I kind of like doing intros that are like actually the beginning of the video. Like I just started filming. Like I don't really like intros that are like you made the intro after you're looking cute and you don't have the same energy that you had in the beginning of the video. Yes. So I'm gonna slick my edges and I will be right back. All right, y'all, now that my edges is slayed, my hair is laid, it's all up in this little puff right here. Yes, that is it. That is the end of the video. That is the end of the makeup. That is the end of the chit chat. That's the end of the everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some sun so you can see the glow. All right, the eyeliner, the eyelashes don't look that good, but
let's play a little game just between you and I.
Hopefully I remember to put that audio in, but it's like, let's play a little game just between you and I. That's the audio basically. Thank you for watching. If you like me, if you think I'm cute, if you think I'm funny, if you think I'm ugly, if you never want to see my face again, if you hate the sound of my voice, whatever it might be, if you love me, if you support me, if you secretly hate me, if you're the three girls I was talking about in this video, yo, support me and subscribe, like, comment, or dislike. I don't really care, because you know what? Child, that was terrible to me, but that's okay. Thank you for watching, for real. And don't forget to stay poppin'. I usually have it in the outro part where it like jumps at you and it's like, don't forget to stay poppin'. But I'm saying it right now. Don't forget to stay poppin'. Don't forget to stay poppin'. Periods. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I almost forgot. Subscribe, like, and comment. Period, poo. I'm just trying to be like, I'm so cool that people felt the need to subscribe, and then all of a sudden I have all these subscribers. Like, I want you to subscribe because you actually like me, you know, because then you're not really a subscriber. Well, you are, but you're a hater. All right, bye guys. I don't think about elephants having sex.
Did you hear me say that part?
Maybe.
You're gonna make me die like
Calm down.